Hey there guys, this is going to be a full tutorial on the Nikto tool. So Nikto is a vulnerability analysis tool. You can find the Nikto tool over here in the applications. If you move on to the vulnerability analysis, you can find the Nikto. So here is it. And I have already written a full blog post on the Nikto tool. You can go and check it. So I have given what is Nikto and who developed, and you can also download the Nikto over here. And if you want to download Nikto, just go to the terminal and enter apt get install Nikto. So this is the command to install the Nikto tool, and if it is already installed, just check for the version by just entering Nikto -- version. So this is the command to check for the version. So it's taking pretty much straight. So this is the command to search for do the version, check for the version. Sorry, it's minus version, so VRSION. So we can find the Nikto version over here. So this is the version we are using. Now let's move to the blog post, and I have given the features in Nikto tool, and I have also given the useful commands in Nikto. So now let's go to the practical session in the Nikto. So firstly, to install the Nikto, I have given in the example one how to install the Nikto tool, and I have done it. And in the example 2, let's do a basic scan in Nikto. To do a basic scan, man, in every penetration testers will use this Nikto tool. Let me give Ctrl+C and exit this. So everyone will be using this Nikto tool. So just use this command to check for the any vulnerabilities available. So I'm just doing Nikto -h and the target. So in this place, I'm just going to enter the 45.33.32.156. Yes, this is the IP address of the scanme.nmap.organization. So I'm just giving enter. So it will be going through the website and check for any vulnerabilities are there. And you can also find the operating system it is using, and these are very important ones. And I'm just going to give Ctrl+C, and this video is only for educational purpose. There is no intent to teach any illegal activities. So this is how to do a basic scan in Nikto. You can just enter the target domain name or the IP address. And the next example is, let me go to the next example, that is the example 3. In example 3, we are specifically scanning for the SSL or TLS. So we are scanning for the SSL or TLS vulnerabilities. So just enter Nikto -h. -h is nothing but the target you are entering. So in this place, I'm just going to enter the same IP address, and we can specify SSL. So as you could see in the example, we are specifying the SSL, and let's give enter. So this scan is going through the particular IP address we have entered. This is the target, and it is going through the target's SSL and check for any vulnerabilities available. So the scan is taking pretty much late. So it has gone through the 443. The port 443 is nothing but the HTTPS. So the SSL and TLS always lie on the port 443. So just know this. And let's move on to the next example. The next example, we are doing a HTTP. That is HTTP checking for any HTTP vulnerabilities. So always the HTTP will be in the port 80. Remember this also. And so in this example, I think we are specifying the port. So let's specify it. So Nikto -h, and let me give example.com, and let's enter -port, and let's specify 80. So 80 is the HTTP, and let's give enter. So now it's doing a HTTP vulnerability search, and we can see over here in the details the IP address it is searching for. So the example.com IP address is this one, and the host name is the example.com, and we can see the target port. So we have entered the target port. So the target port is 80, and we can see the start time. Let me give Ctrl+C and exit. let's do for any other port. So let's scan for the port 443. The 443 is the HTTPS, and let's also do and we can also do multiple port scans. In the port 22 there is SSH, and port 53 I think there is DNS. So in this way you can scan for multiple ports. I'm just going to give 443. Once you give 443, you can see the informations. It will be displaying in few minutes. Let's wait for the information. So we could see the informations over here. It is doing a port scan on the 443, and it has also displayed some informations over here. The name servers where it is available, we can find the name servers over here, and I'm going to give Control-C, next. So this information is very useful, doing a specific scan in the specific port scan in the Nikto tool. And in the next example, what we are doing is just we have done the scans over here, and we are just saving it in an output. So if you want to save it in output, just copy this command and paste it. You are doing nothing over here, just entering the target. So nmap -h, and the target is example.com. And if you want to specify anything like SSL, the ports, or whatever you want, you can specify. And once specified, you can just enter -output, and you can enter the directory, the path where you want to save. So in this place I will be saving in downloads / and you also want to enter the file name. So here the file name will be the file. Let's enter file output. So now the scans will be saved in the file output, in the downloads directory, and the file name will be file output. Let's give enter. Sorry, there is a problem. Is there any problem? So let's run it again. Sorry, I have done an nmap scan. Sorry, it is my mistake. I didn't recognize that I am doing an nmap itself. Sorry, Nikto -h example.com, and let's give -output, and let's specify the directory downloads, and let's also specify the file name. So here the file name, let me enter 234, file 234. Now the scan will be saved in the particular file. So I don't know, for some reason it is saying invalid output format. Sorry, I have to enter the .txt. So we are saving in the .txt format, or you can enter in the XML format, or whatever format you want. So in this place, let's enter XML, and we could see that there is no error over here. So that means the file is correct. So unable to open because it is in XML format. So let's enter the supporting format, that is the txt. So the txt format will be supporting in every tools. I don't know, it's saying unable to open. So I think the scans are saved, and let's move to the list, and let's go to the downloads. So it says there is no such file directory available. I don't know what's the problem. I think it is a problem on my end or on the tool side. So whatever. So this is the way to save the tool and save the results, and you can see the screenshot over here. So over here it has saved the file in this particular directory and the file name. And in example 6, we are doing a proxy chain scan. That is, the scan will be doing through a proxy chain, which means you are using the anonymity, and your IP address will not be visible to the target. So just enter proxy chain. So whatever command you are doing, just enter proxy chain and the command you want to enter. So suppose if you are entering Nikto -h and the target. and it will be going through the proxy chains. So sorry, remember to enter the correct spellings, proxy chains. Yes, now it is going through the proxy chains, and we can see the scan is going through the proxy chains. So this is how to scan anonymously using the Nikto tool. And let's move on to the next example, that is example 7. In example 7, we are seeing saying that minus no 404. So if you are scanning for any particular target, there will be many errors such as the 404 or many particular web errors, 404, 302, often 302 will come. So these are the errors we will be facing in a websites. So we are saying that Nikto, let me enter Nikto -h and the target, and minus no, and instead of 404 you can enter whatever you want. So it will be just bypassing the 404 errors, and you can also give a command error, enter multiple errors you want to bypass. I'm just going with 404 and 404. So now it will be bypassing the 404. Let me give Ctrl C. Let's move on to the next example, that is the example 8. So in example 8, I have written over here scanning for multiple ports, and that's it. So some alternatives for Nikto are the Archin, you can see it, and the Zap, the Searchploit, the Nessus, and the OpenVAS. And I have made a full video on these also, the Zap, Searchploit, Nessus, and the OpenVAS. I have made videos on these also, do go and check it out. So I think it will be good. So I think this video was helpful for you, and make sure to give a like and subscribe to our channel. And before that, just enter Nikto -help. I think this is the command. Yeah, Nikto -help. You can see the commands over here. You can enter the commands and go and just play with the Nikto tool. So that's it for this video. See you next video, guys.